The red king crab's reign in the Barents Sea began far from the Arctic, in the North Pacific. In the 1960s, Soviet scientists transported adult crabs thousands of miles, hoping to spark a new fishery and economic boom. The crabs survived the journey and found the Barents Sea's cold, rich waters ideal. With few predators and abundant food, they flourished beyond expectations. What started as a hopeful experiment quickly became one of the most significant marine invasions in history. The king crab, once a guest, became a dominant force, reshaping the Barents Sea. Its arrival brought both economic opportunity and profound environmental challenges. The crab's success story is now a cautionary tale of unintended consequences. Their presence has altered the ecosystem in ways scientists are still struggling to understand. The Barents Sea's transformation is ongoing, with the king crab at its center. This is the story of a species that conquered a new kingdom, and the price of its rule. The red king crab is a true giant, with males reaching leg spans of nearly 2 meters. Its thick, spiny red shell and powerful limbs make it a formidable presence on the seafloor. The crab's 2 claws are specialized, a massive crusher for breaking shells, and a delicate pincer for handling food. This combination of strength and dexterity makes it a highly efficient predator. Interestingly, king crabs aren't true crabs. They belong to a different group, Anomura, with a hidden 4th pair of legs used for cleaning gills. Their robust exoskeleton shields them from most predators, while their long legs let them roam vast areas in search of food. These adaptations, perfect for survival, also make them dominant invaders in new environments. The king crab's biology is a masterclass in evolutionary success. Its size, armor, and specialized claws give it access to resources unavailable to smaller creatures. In the Barents Sea, these traits have allowed it to outcompete native species. The king crab is not just a marvel of nature. It's a force that can reshape entire ecosystems. Its presence is both awe-inspiring and deeply disruptive. The very features that make it majestic also make it a threat to its adopted home. In the Barents Sea, the king crab's form is both its crown and its weapon. Its dominance is a reminder of how a single species can tip the balance of nature. The king crab is an omnivore with a voracious appetite, devouring almost anything it encounters. Its diet includes clams, mussels, snails, sea urchins, worms, starfish, and even dead fish. Using its crusher claw, it easily breaks open hard shells, while its pincer claw picks out the meat. This relentless feeding strips the seabed of life, leaving barren landscapes where diverse communities once thrived. The crab's ability to switch between hunting and scavenging ensures it always finds food. In dense populations, king crabs can decimate shellfish beds, disrupting the base of the local food web. Their methodical foraging consumes significant biomass daily, fundamentally altering the ecosystem. As a keystone species, the king crab's impact ripples through the entire marine community. The loss of shellfish affects not just crabs, but also fish and seabirds that relied on them. The king crab's royal feast comes at a steep ecological cost. Its appetite is reshaping the Barents Sea's underwater world. The king crab is not just a predator, it's an ecosystem engineer. Its dining habits are changing the fate of an entire sea. The king crab's expansion from Murmansk Fjord has been swift and relentless. Advancing up to 50 kilometers per year, they've colonized vast stretches of the Barents Sea. Their secret weapon, reproduction. A single female can carry up to 400,000 eggs, releasing larvae that drift with ocean currents. These planktonic larvae travel far, establishing new colonies miles from the original population. This leapfrogging dispersal makes controlling the invasion nearly impossible. The crab's adaptability allows them to thrive in varied conditions, from deep banks to shallow fjords. As they arrive, they quickly dominate, outcompeting native species. The king crab's spread is a powerful mix of prolific breeding, long-distance dispersal, and resilience. Their march is unstoppable, reshaping every ecosystem they enter. The Barents Sea is now their kingdom, and their advance shows no sign of slowing. The king crab's arrival has transformed the Barents Sea floor. Once diverse and complex, the seabed is now churned and stripped by the crab's constant foraging. Their digging disrupts habitats, burying or dislodging delicate organisms. Populations of basket stars, sea cucumbers, and shellfish have plummeted in invaded areas. Shellfish beds that took centuries to form can vanish in just a few years. The loss of biodiversity weakens the ecosystem's resilience. When one species dominates, the entire system becomes fragile. Essential functions like nutrient cycling and water filtration are lost as smaller creatures disappear. Scientists use underwater surveys to document the damage. Where king crabs reign, native life declines. The crab's ecological footprint is deep and wide, leaving a lasting mark. The Barents Sea's underwater world is forever changed by this invader. The full consequences of this transformation are still unfolding. The king crab's impact ripples through the entire food web, not just its prey. By consuming vast amounts of bottom dwellers, it deprives native fish and seabirds of crucial food sources. This forces other predators into competition, shifting population dynamics and threatening traditional fisheries. Some fish benefit by eating juvenile crabs, but this alters their natural behavior and diet. The sheer biomass of king crabs changes energy flow in the ecosystem. When crabs die, they feed scavengers, but this doesn't offset the loss of biodiversity. The result is a simpler, less resilient ecosystem dominated by a single species. If disease strikes the king crab, the consequences could be catastrophic. The invasion shows how one species can destabilize an entire community. The Barents Sea's food web is now forever altered by the king crab's presence. The king crab invasion is as much an economic story as an ecological one. Its sweet meat commands high prices worldwide, fueling a multi-million-dollar industry in Norway and Russia. For many coastal communities, the crab has brought jobs and prosperity. But this boom comes at a cost. Traditional fisheries for cod and haddock suffer as crabs damage gear and disrupt catches. The fishing community is divided. Some see the crab as a goldmine, others as a pest. Managing these competing interests is a major challenge for regulators. The king crab's economic value is undeniable, but so is its impact on established livelihoods. The original dream of wealth has come true, but not without conflict. The Barents Sea's economy is now tied to the fate of an invader. The king crab's legacy is both fortune and friction. Managing the king crab is a complex dilemma: valuable resource or destructive invader. In the east, Norway and Russia regulate the fishery for profit, setting quotas to keep stocks sustainable. In the west, Norway encourages open fishing to slow the crab's advance and protect ecosystems. This dual approach creates a paradox. The same species is both protected and targeted for eradication. Economic incentives can clash with ecological goals, making true control elusive. Fishing reduces adult numbers, but does little to stop larval dispersal. The crab's deep water refuges allow them to rebound and spread. A sustainable solution requires balancing profit with preservation, a challenge yet to be solved. The king crab's future in the Barents Sea remains uncertain. The red king crab saga is a lesson in the risks of moving species beyond their natural range. What began as a hopeful experiment is now a long-term ecological and economic challenge. The future of the Barents Sea depends on managing this invader and protecting its unique biodiversity. International cooperation and scientific research are essential for finding better control methods. The king crab's reign is a humbling reminder of nature's complexity and our limited ability to predict outcomes. The struggle to manage its population is a fight for the character of the northern seas. The stakes are high, the health and resilience of these waters for generations to come. The king crab's story is not over. It's a call to action for science, policy, and stewardship. The fate of this wild ocean kingdom hangs in the balance. The next chapter depends on the choices we make today.